Hi everyone, this is Clinton from God's Hand Studios, and in this tutorial we'll be discussing one of the three most important panels in Premiere Pro. These panels are the project panel, the timeline panel, but before we mention the next panel, I'd like to highlight that there are some things you may need to hear more than once for you to understand. Feel free to watch the video again if certain concepts are not very clear to you in your first viewing. With that being said, let's start with the project panel. The project panel is a very important panel in Premiere Pro, which provides the platform for importing, organizing, previewing, and modifying your clips and media assets. We have previously discussed two primary methods of importing files into Premiere Pro. The first, using the traditional import window, or simply clicking and dragging into the project panel. Now that we've imported our media into our project panel through the click and drag method, I want you to take note of these icons that help you recognize precisely the files you've imported to your project panel. By the way, if these texts are not very clear to you, you can adjust the size by going to the right side of your project panel and going down to font size, select the size that suits your preference. Use the slider at the bottom of your project panel to select your preferred text and icon size. If these icons are not appearing here as shown, then verify that you are in the list view. This icon indicates video files without audio. This icon denotes audio files only. This icon indicates video files with audio. This icon indicates both items and picture files. This icon signifies that this is a folder, where in Premiere Pro, a folder is called a bin. This icon indicates that this is a sequence. There are many icons in Premiere Pro, but we will stop here for now because these are the icons that we will be utilizing frequently. In the list view of your project panel, you will notice names arranged in column just below the search bar of your project panel. These details are referred to as metadata. A metadata in Premiere Pro can be likened to a label that provides information about your imported files, helping you organize and understand the details and properties of those files. Having covered the concept of metadata, let's now delve into some specific details that you can find within the metadata of your media files. The first detail we have here is the name. The name displays the name of the imported media. You can also rename by right-clicking and selecting rename, or by selecting the file then hitting enter in your keyboard and changing the name to something you can easily remember. And keep in mind that this doesn't affect the original name it has in your file explorer. The second detail we'll be looking at here is called the frame rate. Frame rate indicates the number of individual frames or images displayed in 1 second of a video. Frame rate is an important property in your video that plays a huge role in how your videos are being displayed. For this reason, I'll be making a separate video that details almost everything you need to know about frame rates and what they are used for. The next detail we'll be looking at here is the media start, the media end, and the media duration. Some cameras and recording devices has an internal clock which contains time code. So whenever you click the record button on your camera, it pastes timestamps on the footage you are recording. This timestamp is one of the details placed on the metadata of your video, which helps your editing software in synchronization and sorting your videos according to the order of creation. Those timestamps are what Premiere Pro interprets as media starts and media end, while the media duration is the original duration of the source clip. The next detail we'll be looking at here is the video in point, video out point, and video duration. Now, this may seem similar to the previous detail we mentioned, but they are two different things. While media start refers to the original timestamp placed on the video, and media duration indicates the original duration of your video, video in point and video out point pertain to specific segments of the video that you want to import into your Premiere Pro timeline for editing. For us to understand this better, we'll utilize the source panel in Premiere Pro. Because of the way I organize my Premiere Pro panels, my source panel is located at the top right side of my Premiere Pro interface. But if you can't find it there, it may be that it's docked at a separate position in your Premiere Pro, or it's not even activated. So to open up the source panel, simply click on the Windows, then go down to source. You can see the shortcut is Shift 2. So it means that you can either click on the source panel to activate it, or press Shift 2 in your keyboard to activate the source panel in Premiere Pro. Once you press Shift 2 in your keyboard, it's going to display the source panel, and if it's currently in a position that you don't want, you can reposition it by clicking on the panel and dragging it to your desired position. The source panel serves as a workspace where your media clip is displayed in its original unedited form. It allows you to preview the content before importing it into your timeline. Even after making edits in Premiere Pro, the source panel continues to show you the unedited version of the video. This feature is available for reviewing the raw footages and selecting specific portions using the in point and out point markers. And you can preview your clip in the source panel by double-clicking on the clip. This will import it into the source panel for you to make the adjustments and for you to review your clips. This is what this means. There are various icons you can see here, but for the sake of this tutorial, we'll focus on the mark in and the mark out. This is the timestamp placed to the video, and this is the whole duration of the video. But by utilizing the mark in and the mark out, instead of importing the whole clip, I can just import this selected portion into my timeline. Notice that as I select the portion of the video I wish to import into my timeline, that the video duration as well changes, which means that the video in point and video out point can be edited, which affects the video duration. But the media start, media end, and media duration cannot be altered, as this displays the original information of the source clip before being imported into your project panel. In summary, while media starts, media end, and media duration are attributes related to the overall video, video in point and out point focus on defining specific portions of the video for import, and the source panel provides a window into the unedited version of your media clip. The next important detail we'll be looking at here is your video info. The video info in Premiere Pro displays the frame size of our imported clip. Frame size is basically the size of the width and height dimensions of your video. It defines how large each individual frame is in your video, determining the overall resolution and visual quality of your content. Because I want to keep this video as short as possible, I'll be making a separate video to give you a better understanding on this topic. As we conclude this tutorial, please keep in mind that many concepts discussed in this video will become clearer through practice. So stay tuned and see you next time. Bye!